Good morning. How are you this morning?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good. My name's Vicky. What's your name?
Diana Spencer.
Nice to meet you, Diana. So, Diana, was it hard to find my office at all?
No, walked right down the hall and I found you.
That's great. So I just wanted to go over something really quick before we get started.
Okay.
About confidentiality. So, anything you say in this room will not come out of the room, not to anybody. Um, for reasons of abuse or neglect of children or harm to yourself or others, then I will have to say something to my colleague and my boss. And that's the only thing that would happen if I do hear that, then the confidentiality would have to be broken. But other than that, um, it stays right here in this room. Do you understand?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, that's great. So how have you been lately?
Oh, stressed. School has been a lot. I had a test last night, but today is pretty good. Nice and calm.
That's good. What's making you stressed at school?
Just tests, constantly tests. I had a nutrition test last night. I have a big project due in Bible class. So just stuff, school.
So I wanted to ask you, what did you come in for?
Well, I guess I'm worried about my little brother and I's relationship. I don't feel that we're as close as we used to be because I went to boarding school for 4 years and now this is my second year in college. And we talk on the phone I think we've talked maybe 2 or 3 times since August.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really talk very often and we were really close. So I want to work on my relationship with him. I'm going to get closer.
Okay. Let me ask you a little background about your family.
Okay.
How old is are your mom and dad still together?
Yep, they've been married for 21 or 2 years. 22 years. They got married when my mom was 20 and my dad was 19. 2 years later they had me, and then 3 years after me they had my little brother. We're a pretty close little family.
That's good that you guys are close and everything. So Diana, you're how old again?
I'm 20.
You're 20. Okay. And your little brother is
17.
17. Okay. Well, that's not that big of a separation.
No, that's why we're so close. We're always, we're all each other have. We didn't have other brothers and sisters, so we always hung out together and held around.
And you said that you used to go to a boarding school?
Blue Mountain Academy in Pennsylvania.
And where do you go to school now?
Southern Adventist University.
Oh, okay. And does your brother go to school? Is he?
Yep, he's a senior in high school.
Okay.
And he's just applying for tech schools. He wants to be a diesel mechanic.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, my dad is a truck driver, so he's has a garage and whatnot. So my little brother's exposed to it a lot. He likes it.
That's great. So, does your mom work? Is she?
Yep, she works in the garage with my dad. She's like the secretary. She runs a chrome shop selling lights and stacks, bumpers, everything but the actual whole truck, which we even do that sometimes. So she's like secretary and does payroll, everything. Her and my dad started the business. So.
Oh, that's nice. How long ago did they start the business?
Well, it actually started in our house, and then it got big enough that it moved to the backyard. We built a garage and stuff. So I guess it's been 12, 13 years.
Oh wow, that's good. So you were born before the business started?
Yep, I don't really remember before it was in our house though. It's kind of always been part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like I was really born before, but yeah.
So you must live somewhere that you have a lot of land, maybe?
Yeah, we live in the middle of Pennsylvania on a 49-acre farm. So lots of space. The garage only takes up about 5 acres, but the rest is fields and stuff.
Yeah. And so you live out in the countryside then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're a couple minutes from a little tiny town, but it's so little it doesn't even have its own address. It's considered the next town over. So.
Oh wow.
But.
So does your family get along? Other than you and your brother are distant and that's what you want to work with, but your other family members, do you all get along or?
Yeah, well, everybody's so busy. We don't have time to fight. I think we get along pretty well. My parents are under a lot of stress because we're just renovated my the farm we're on has two houses, our house and my grandma's house, and she moved out down the road a couple miles, and so my parents renovated that house, and we're just moving into it, so we just got a new washer and dryer and all that kind of stuff, and new furniture and everything. We're working on it, but it's so expensive, so mom and dad are under a lot of stress and pressure. But other than that, like, nobody fights or anything. My mom and my little brother they're kind of trying to work out a new relationship sort of thing where he's, getting more, like, more friends and hanging outside of the house a lot more with, like, other people and stuff. And mom wants to hang on to my little brother and spend more time with him, and he's like, it's not cool. So, I mean, that's the only, like, rift, I think. But it's not even a rift. I mean, it's natural.
Yeah, it must be hard on your parents that he wants to go out and be his own.
Yeah, they're used to him just being at home all the time, not having any friends necessarily, or just having, like, family as friends. So
Yeah, they must miss you too since you're away at college and everything.
yeah, we talk on the phone a lot, but I miss them for sure.
That's always good to stay in contact. So, what about your parents' parents? Are they all do you guys all get along, and how's it?
Yeah, my dad's parents, they were the ones that lived right next to us my whole life until, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago they moved 2 miles down the road, so it's not very far. But they're also in the trucking business, so we see them every day, and we go to their house on Friday nights and have supper with them. So my mom's parents, they're retired, they live like an hour away, and they come every Sunday. They have no life, they're so cute. And my grandfather's had a lot of, like, heart attacks and stuff, both of them have, but my mom said just had one last year, so he's slowing down and he comes and visits a lot. So they're actually with my mom today. They're picking out some stuff for the new house and everything. So we're all pretty close. We all get together for, like, holidays and that sort of thing. So I really can't remember the last time anybody's really fought necessarily. I mean, my mom and her little brother, they fight, but they just make up and it's better. It's
Right.
just a normal thing. So my dad's family is a lot bigger than my mom's family. So I feel like we're kind of closer to their side. My dad's has an older sister and a younger brother and sister. So there's 4 of them all together. And my dad's little sister still lives with my grandparents on my dad's side. So me and her hung out a lot, and we got, like, pretty close and stuff. But I guess with them, like, I see her a lot because she lives with them still. So she's kind of more of, like, the inner circle of our family or whatever. But also, she taught me, I think she developed my character a lot in that she like, I love horses, and that came from, I think, just my dad's side of the family. All the women in my family like horses, except for my mom. She was scared of them. But she would just always, like, kind of let me trail around after her. She's 9 years older than me, I think, or 11, I forget. I think it's 9. So just growing up, I always was, like, ride around the car with her or go to work with her, like, she trains horses and stuff. So, I mean, I always got to do basically everything that I love to do with her. That's where I learned that there was such thing as a radio, because my mom only listens to Christian music, which is great, but it's kind of neat to have, like, 2 different things in life. But yeah. Sorry, I kind of got sidetracked. We were talking about my grandparents. I guess we can talk more about my mom's family.
So, is there any, like, big childhood memories that you remember that, maybe that you grew up with that made you who you are today?
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess my family's always been so close. We spend a lot of time together, and we go camping every summer together, same place. It's actually where my mom and dad had their honeymoon, and so we would always go fishing and catch little sunfish. Or my dad, he's always so tired from truck driving, so he would sleep a lot. But me and mom and my little brother, we would have a lot of fun together, like just taking walks, playing in the sand and stuff. We go trucking as a family, like in the truck with my dad when we were little. We did everything that we did was always together. So, I mean, I guess just my family has made me who I am. I don't feel like I'd be as, like, confident in myself at all if I didn't have all of them.
Mm-hmm. So, growing up, did your parents treat you or your brother differently? Did they treat you the same?
I feel like they treated us pretty much the same. My little brother feels like I'm the favorite, just because I'm older. I have to, like, drive first, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, me and my mom, we always go shopping together. That's my mom's idea of fun. She likes to shop, so I go with her and stuff. My little brother hates shopping, but he feels like they spend money on me, so they love me more, kind of thing. But I mean, they bought him a pickup when it was like the farm truck or whatever. They gave that to him when he turned 16 or 15. So I mean, like, they give him different things, but he doesn't really see them as equal necessarily. And when my mom tries to spend time with him, he's always too busy with friends. So I mean, I feel like we're pretty similar. I feel like he gets away with a lot more stuff than I ever would have. So I don't know. I feel like we're pretty even, but not in his opinion.
Yeah. It must be hard for him, you know, thinking, oh, you're the favorite, and you know, he doesn't like you.
Yeah.
So you wanted to work. You wanted to talk about like your relationship with your brother and everything. And it seemed like from what you've told me that you were really close when you were younger because you know spent a lot of time together and were around each other. Do you know exactly like maybe what made you distant?
I think it was just the fact that I went away to boarding school for high school. I mean, I remember like halfway through the first year or whatever, my mom called me and said my little brother felt like I didn't love him anymore just because I wasn't around and we didn't talk and stuff. And that broke my heart because he was always my best friend sort of thing. Like we always did everything together. We never, yeah, we fight, but never serious. I mean, we always got along really well. We have so much fun together. We're always laughing and making jokes and just kind of like feeding off each other. We always joke we'd go be comedians together and stuff. But I don't know. I guess just not seeing him every day. He's not really a phone person. You talk to him on the phone and you just get yeah. Like he doesn't like talk really. He's getting better at that the older he gets. He has a girlfriend, so he's getting more used to talking to other people and stuff. But I feel like with me, he has to be in the right mood to talk to him on the phone and actually get a conversation out of him. Which we had a really good one last Saturday. In the morning before church we talked, and he was telling me about issues he was having with his girlfriend. That's another thing that I guess brings us together. Like he talks to me about his girlfriend and stuff he's like dealing with her because he's like I don't understand girls and stuff. So it's cute. We have a lot of fun talking and stuff. But I guess just distance is a big thing. Like I'm bad at keeping up with people. If I don't see them every day, I forget to talk to them. Like it's hard enough just to keep my parents like one every other day or something, you know, to talk to them. But with him, it's like he's always busy, like in school or out with his friends and stuff. So I feel like I'm bugging him if I call him. So I guess just not seeing him every day makes it really. That's our biggest issue.
So what I'm getting from this is that when you went to boarding school is when it's all started to become a little distant and everything, and it's hard to talk on the phone with him because you know he doesn't really like talking on the phone. But you know you kind of have to get him in the right mood to talk. But you guys still seem like you have some of the same interests and that you talk to each other about certain things that you guys need help with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You said that he asked you for advice for his girlfriend and everything. And that's good that you guys are able to still talk, and we'll try and work on getting that relationship to maybe help you have a stronger one. So how often do you get to talk to him on a not on a maybe daily basis, or how often?
I think about him a lot. I actually set an alarm on my phone to call him every night at 6 o'clock, but I actually haven't even done it yet. I mean, I'll text him randomly, maybe once a week just to say hi and have a great day in school or something random. I think he called me actually. He initiated the other day, and we just talked for a little while. But I don't know. We probably only really talk maybe twice a month, if that. It's really before this past Saturday. I don't really remember the last time I talked to him because he's just so busy all the time. I feel like I'm bugging him, but not very often. Maybe twice a month, I'd say.
And would one of your, goals one be that you want to talk to him more often?
Yeah, I need to make more of an effort to call him. I know, every time I'll be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and then a whole week has gone by. So I need to make more of an effort, and I know that it's just hard. It goes out of my brain and I forget about it. But then, his big thing is he's always accusing me, well, you never call me. I'm like, well, you don't call me either,
Mm-hmm.
So I wish he would initiate some more of the conversations.
Yeah. Well, that must, be difficult for you because you've got schooling and you're stressed, and to, add on more stuff, you usually forget some things. But I really, you're doing a great job at least talking to him some and not, losing complete contact. That's great.
Right.
And, I'm really glad that you want to work towards, having a stronger relationship. I think that's really good. So, for what we've gone over today, we've gone over some of your background and your parents' background and how you grew up, and then we went over your goals that you want to work towards throughout these sessions.
Mhm.
And I also got some insight of your childhood and everything. And I think that's a great start. And that's the end of our session for today.
Okay.
But do you mind coming back, for a later another session
Yeah, that'd be
so
great.
we can talk some more? All right, thank you so much, Diana.
All right,
It was
thanks.
nice to meet you.